Hey beautiful! It's yet another Facebook Live with Susanna K. Today we're talking about home maintenance tasks and the ones that you should be doing this fall or winter, like the gutters. Now, I know not all of you are lucky enough to live in Florida in the fall. I must admit, this is the time of year as we head into winter to be in Florida. Although I'm a little jealous of all of your leaves that I see, changing colors and all the snow on the ground. I'll be talking a bit about Florida, and I'll also mention some of the things you should be doing if you are absolutely covered in snow right now. Now, I mentioned for Florida, the gutters, this is the time. So just hop up to your gutters, check them out, and see what's inside. If they need a quick cleaning, just grab some gloves to scoop them out and clean them really fast. Let's see. Whew, not bad. So after the gutters are done, make sure to also check all of the downspouts too. You don't want a bunch of leaves caught in the downspout and causing a big backup there. There are a couple of other things outside of the house that we want to do during this time of year. I even have my own handy dandy checklist for different types of the year and how often I should do all of my different home maintenance tasks. If you want, I will post a link to get your free home maintenance checklist as well. Covers all of the different seasons, even if you're not in Florida. Now, for your winter folks, check for ice dams and icicles right now. You don't want too much of this weighing down your gutters and damaging your roof or your home. So just a walk around the house will give you a quick idea of what's going on. Let's travel. So, I'm taking you with me as we do a walk around the outside of the house. And we can see all around the exterior, we're going to check to see if there is anywhere that there's water that can get towards the foundation. Now, if you're in a snowbound area, you might want to check your pipes at this time too. Make sure that nothing is freezing over. If you did not drain out some of your pipes before the snow hit, then you might start to see some ice forming inside of the pipes or signs of it. So if it's not snowing yet, turn off that outside water, flush out those pipes. If it's already snowing, you might need to wait a bit, but check the outside of your house and see what's going on. Now, along the outside of my house, I've noticed that we have an area where we're getting some water towards the foundation because when they did our new gutters, they did not put an extension on the end. So as you can see, water is getting right into that foundation area, which is never good. So that is going on my list of things to do as far as my home maintenance. The other thing that you want to check really quick, check out those windows. If you have any broken screens, like this one, I know our lawn people, a lot of times they'll go over things that fly into our screens and rip them. So now's a great time to take care of all of the screen rips. Also, one of the hurricanes did a lot of this too. So check your windowsill bases all along the base, clean it out, open up the window, clean anything out of there so that it gets a tight seal, and then also check to make sure that all of the seals are really tight so that there's not air getting in and out. This is good all year round, of course, but especially as winter comes. I know in Florida, we're not used to running the heat, so that little bit of cold air coming in can really rack up those bills. And I know up north, you guys have serious problems when you get a lot of cold air coming in. So reseal anything that needs to be sealed. Check your windows also while you're at it to see if they're in good condition, if they might need to be replaced, if there's any caulking that needs to be fixed, that type of thing. So those are my top 3 outside items that I do during fall and winter each year. Now, along with that, check your exterior dryer vents. Make sure that there's nothing blocking them because that can be a huge fire hazard that you won't even notice. So clean those out really quick while you're already outside walking the grounds. If you are in winter and you're buried in snow, then this is also a great time to stop by that basement. Make sure that there's nothing in the basement that's leaking or drafting from outside, no cobwebs in the corners, no water damage anywhere. Just give it a once over and make sure that everything is good down there because we don't always see what's really going on in the basement. And then finally, make sure, of course, as we head into the holidays, where there's a lot more candles and electronics and things like that, make sure that your fire extinguishers are all charged and working well and in good order. If they're expired, go ahead and pick up a new one real quick. And check the smoke detectors and CO2 detectors. Make sure that the batteries are operating. Run one of the little test things that are ear splitting. You might want to put in earplugs and warn the family. But test those out too. Make sure that everything is in order and clean out that AC filter, because if it's heading into winter, then you're probably not going to use the AC so much, but you don't want it sitting there full of dust and everything, and as the heat circulates, getting it all messy. I hope that you enjoyed this. These are just a few of the things that I like to do periodically in the fall or the winter. And like I mentioned, you can get your handy dandy checklist if you'd like. I will post a link in the comments or in the show notes if you're watching on YouTube. If you like this, please make sure, hit like, hit subscribe. If you subscribe, hit that little bell icon to get notifications for when new videos come up, because I post videos once a week at least, and I would love to have you watching through YouTube and making sure that you catch every single one. Share this with a friend if you know anybody, especially if you know those people up north, and I hope to see you next week. Have a wonderful and blessed day. I love you.